1 John 4. Anybody ever ate breakfast and still be hungry? Well, I have. So,
Changes a lot when you get older.
I need a bird to preach so I can go give me something to eat.
Psalms 149.
Yeah, Psalms 139, verse 14. And we're also going to go to 1 John. 1 John 4 and 4. We've been dealing with the subject matter of daring to be great. 3 things I need to cover. I didn't put this in the notes, but I need to write this down now. When you look at Psalms 139, 14, it says this, that you are what? Fearfully and wonderfully made. Now, that deals with the whole you. Now, if we understand that we are created by God, or mankind has been created by God, so he tells us in the beginning that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. So let's get that foundation now. Because the adversary will try to tell you that you ECB, TCB, HHD, and every other kind of D that there is in the alphabet. But when you have been fearfully and wonderfully made, guess what? God has a purpose for you wherever you are, whatever state you're in. Right. Paul wrote and said, whatever state I find myself in, I will therewith be what? Content. Lord, I thank you. There was a time in our lives, I don't know about some of y'all younger people here, but there was a time where you didn't throw nothing away.
No.
Anybody remember that?
Yes.
And the last thing you ever threw away was food.
You better not. You better give it to your brother.
I asked my Aunt Claudia out of South Carolina, she used to make the best rice pudding in the world. And I asked her, I was asking about the recipe, because I always been a greedy little kid, so I want to learn how to cook. Brothers, y'all need to learn how to cook, because you might have one of them highly intelligent women that got doctorate degrees and everything. They don't know how to cook. You better learn how to make a fried bologna sandwich and something. So anyway, and ramen noodles, okay. Point being is this, is that when you're fearfully and wonderfully made, you have the base of it. You know that already. The adversary is going to try to take you someplace else and think that you are not. And then we'll try to remind you and state to you what kind of condition you're in. But guess what? If Jesus came to remove sin, to destroy sin, and whatever state you find yourself in, if you're in Jesus, then that state is always going to be all right. Why? Because the word of God said to come boldly where? To the throne of grace, to obtain mercy, to find grace in a time of need.
Amen.
So I suggest to you today, dare to be great.
Yes, Lord.
I don't know if y'all ever, I'm going to talk about my when you were getting ready to do some fighting, you sit on the front row. One of the things that they used to do, this is real old school, okay? There was a line in the sand. You ever heard that term?
Mm-hmm.
And if you cross that line, it was fight time. Then, you from Mississippi, y'all know that. Then there'll be something pulling your shoulder. And if I want to fight with you, I'd knock it off your shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
And people like you that would instigate it. They're like, oh, ooh. And we ain't fighting over nothing but a cowboy cookie. I'm dating myself now. Because you used to get 2 big cookies about this big called cowboy cookies. Already, you would have loved that day, baby. 2 gigantic cowboy cookies for 1 penny. Mm-hmm. 1 penny. Mm-hmm. Brother, you remember that, Brother Steve? Mm-hmm. So we would be fighting over a half a penny, a cowboy cookie. And because I knocked it off his shoulder or I crossed the line, I want to suggest to you, when you dare to be great, you ain't got to put nothing on my shoulder. Your adversary, the devil, is trying to deceive you, devalue you, and kill, steal, and destroy you. I'm going into the enemy's camp. I'm sorry, Grace. You know. Come on, Adam. I'm going into the enemy's camp to destroy them. Not that you're the enemy, but you're just going to be the enemy today. Okay? So I'm going in. I ain't got to look at the line and wonder if there's a line. You've already crossed the line. And when you dare to be great, the line has already been crossed because the enemy is now trying to take your children. Oh, let me go there. Thank you, brother. I won't mess with you too bad. If you wonder why, there's the element of trans. I told y'all 7-8 years ago that homosexuality was a ruse. Because homosexuals can reproduce. But when you have had your genitalia removed, saying that you are a transgender, transgenders cannot reproduce. The adversary desires to stop your reproduction. He desires to nullify your capacity to move forward and to grow. Now, let me just drop it. If you go into Darwin's ideology, we're going to play that one just for a second. Survival of the fittest. If then there is no fit people to bring about reproduction, or you minimize that, then you now have a group of people who are now don't want to, and another group that ain't able to. See how this game is being played? But when you dare to be great, you will come in, anoint your children. Oh, I wish I could talk. I'm on tape now. But I ain't scared to anoint my child. Look, you going to get some anointing on you, boy. And get mad all you want to. Anybody here remember the Temptations? They had a song, Running Away Child, Running Wild. Yeah. But to go back home where you belong. Here's the thing. This is funny to me. I was not one of those children that ever desired to run away from home. You know why? Because it was cold outside. And my house had some food. Told you I was one of them greedy little kids. I want to eat. So what the adversary wants to do is a thing that you got a better place someplace else. Some idiot said it's better to rule in hell than to serve in heaven.
God bless you.
That's a literal statement of a great number of people who think that serving the true and living God. But guess what? As a son of God, you know that you're already built great. Remember the scripture just told you that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Mm-hmm. When you go to 1 John 4:4, it says this, that greater is he that is within you. See this game. You're fearfully and wonderfully made, and then God says, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to top it off. I'm going to put my spirit in you. I'm going to cover you under my blood. And as a result, you're going to be fearfully, wonderfully made. And when you speak to a mountain, tell it to be moved. You won't just have any faith, but you'll have the faith of a mustard seed. Oh, I got to drop that because folks say, well, half faith. First of all, if you say, I don't trust nothing, I don't trust nobody, I don't believe nothing, then you never can have faith. Because faith is a relentless trust. Let me give you the word again. A relentless trust. Now you understand why Job could say, though he slay me, yet will I trust him. Hot dog. Boy, that's... Father, Jesus said, Father, I already know that you hear me. So when he go to slay me, I trust you nonetheless. We get a headache and we won't come to church. Told don't feel good.